Hey there, Bulldog Country. This week, I'm talking with senior outfielder on the UMD baseball team, Brett Milazzo, about the 2018 baseball season, as well as getting to know him a little bit better.
For UMD, take another look at it. Sarah Kelly put it home, a freshman.
2-2-0-5. He's a big young boy. Here's a chance in front. They score! Corrin flipped it in there. Iafallo went to the net. They combined to give Minnesota.
Hello, my name is Brett Milazzo. I am a senior on the baseball team from Arlington Heights, Illinois, and I am majoring in organizational management and healthcare management.
So despite the season being less than a month into play, you guys do have a 4-8 record with currently a 6-game losing streak. What are some of the kind of kinks to work out to kind of change that losing streak around?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing that we're focusing on heading into this upcoming series against Wayne State is just to have that clear it, we're moving towards conference mentality. We've dealt with some adversity throughout the course of this season. We've lost a few guys due to injury. Tostin Mann, Tommy Hansen, right now Ryan Cunningham and Tyler Wojciechowski are dealing with injuries. So we've had some setbacks. Flu season's also gotten to a couple of our guys, and so that's inhibited some of the training and prep for each game. But for now, we're just focusing on let's clear it, let's learn from it, and move forward into the upcoming series and start the conference season off as good as we can.
And you being a co-captain for the 2018 season, how do you continue to motivate your teammates through all this adversity and kind of show your leadership?
Yeah, so the biggest thing right now is to just keep the confidence up. Me and Tyler have talked a lot about how despite not performing as well as we all know that we're able to right now, just having that mindset that when we walk into the field that we're the best hitters and we're the best pitchers, we're going to play the best defense, that no team is going to be able to beat us. Even though right now we're dealing with some adversity and not being able to know exactly how well we're going to go out there and play, just having that mindset that we're the best. And I think that's something that's been huge for us, and I'm hoping that we can carry it into this conference season.
And some would argue that home field advantage is favored, while others kind of would contest to keeping the mindset that traveling is a little bit more fun, keeping everyone focused. The Bulldogs have played 12 games, and they have yet to have their first home game. Would you say travel has been good for the team? Are you looking forward to home games? What's your personal preference?
Personally, I think, and I speak for the whole team probably, that home games are awesome, and we love playing home games despite the weather not always being perfect. But we don't ever really think about the away series at the beginning of the year as being any type of excuse for not playing well, because it's kind of the norm. Like, we expect when we go into the season that we're not going to play a home game for the first month or so of the season, so there's no reason to use it as a crutch.
And you transferred to UMD from the University of North Carolina, Asheville, after completing the 2015 season. Can you tell us a little bit about the transfer process and what led you to UMD?
Yeah, so it was a little bit of a rocky process. I transferred to Asheville and just wasn't the right fit with the coaching staff there, and it was after my first season there that I made the decision to transfer to UMD. I came across UMD through Alex Ferguson, who's current redshirt junior on the team, good friend, but he noticed that I was having some difficulty trying to figure out what schools to go to, and we were playing on the same summer team that year, and he was like, hey, like, you'd be a good fit for the team, and if you're willing to take on the cold, then let's do it. And so it worked out really great, and been happy with that decision ever since.
So immediately following your transfer to UMD, as a sophomore, you took over starting positions. Your junior year, you set a record for most games started in a season with 49 games. and this year you carry the honor of being the team co-captain. How would you describe yourself as a player and a teammate to this specific team?
Yeah, so as a player, I really have just tried to embrace the role of being whatever coach is putting me in that situation. So for this year, he's put me in a position to play right field and when I'm playing in the 2-hole. And so that's something that I'm really trying to embrace, and it's something different for me, but just enjoying that and taking on a new challenge has been great. But as a person and as a leader for the team, I like to just be a positive role model and really just be optimistic for the guys and let them have the best experience that they can. And so a lot of it is just keeping guys confident, keeping them loose and having fun. I don't really believe in, really riding guys and things like that unless it's necessary. But just being a positive force, I think, is the way I describe myself.
And as a student athlete, double majoring in organizational management and healthcare management, how do you balance your time between baseball and school?
Well, honestly, it hasn't been too difficult. I thought it would be a lot to take on, but it's been really easy having good professors who are willing to work with me and just take the time to help me with my academics. We got a lot of guys on the team who are willing to help and provide information and get things done in that sense. So academics has been a big part of my college career, but I also think that having a good support group to, get things done and on time and things like that has been good.
And do you guys do homework on road trips together, especially in the beginning of the season with traveling to Florida and everything?
Yeah, I would say that guys definitely have to remember to take the time to do their homework and take care of schoolwork, because it's easy to fall into that mindset on the road where, okay, it's just baseball, but you have to set aside a few minutes, just a few hours maybe sometimes, just to really focus on the academic side of things so that you can then focus on baseball.
And although you've only been a Bulldog for 3 years, what has been your favorite memory as a Bulldog so far?
Man, there's some good ones. I would say definitely my first year, just getting to play on a really historic team was one of my great memories, but I think each year brings something totally different, and I'm super grateful for every team that I've been a part of, but just getting to experience that team was probably the most memorable right now, but this team right here I have a really good feeling about.
And then Brett, last but not least, with graduation approaching and kind of everything winding down, do you have any post-UMD plans?
Yeah, so I've been working on that. There's kind of a running joke on the team about how I've applied for 30 jobs and haven't heard anything back. So that's one thing that I'm dealing with right now. But keeping positive and just trying to see what's out there. I'm planning to probably move back into the Chicago area or maybe move in with my aunt and uncle in Charlotte to work out there in hopefully a healthcare setting. But for now, it's kind of up in the air, and I'm going to keep trying. We'll see how it goes, yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, no problem.
So now, Bulldog Country would like to get to know Brett a little bit better, and we're going to ask you a series of rapid-fire questions for you to answer to the best of your ability. Are you ready?
Yes.
If you could be any animal in the world, what animal would you choose and why?
I'd probably be a wolf because I just think they look cool.
Who would win in an arm wrestling competition between you and your co-captain, Tyler Midas?
Oh, man, yeah, Tyler would win, for sure.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
I don't really have too many pet peeves, honestly.
What is the hardest baseball skill you've had to master?
I would say bunting has been really hard, for sure.
If you could pick up and move anywhere in the United States, what city would you choose and why?
I think I think I mentioned in the interview earlier, but Charlotte, North Carolina.
What is your favorite place to eat in Duluth?
7 West Tap House.
Who is the worst smelling guy on the team and who's the best smelling guy?
Worst smelling guy. Ooh, that's a good one. We'll go Alex Welder, worst smelling guy. Best smelling guy, Dial Lawal.
If you could only choose one song to listen to for the rest of your life, what song would you choose?
I like that Never Be Like You by Flume.
And lastly, if you were stranded on a deserted island and had to choose only one of your teammates to be stranded with, who would you choose and why?
Probably pick Ben Danielson, because I feel like he's just meant to be out in the wild like that. We call him Bear, so yeah.
Okay, perfect.